We did start a tradition.
The morning smoosh. Whenever you wake up, you would send the other person a picture of your face. It was so we could feel like we'd woken up next to each other.
Because we couldn't for so long.
Physically be together. Had I left when I should to be on time for my flight, we wouldn't have met. I did a shared lift. We were both flying out of Newark Airport.
I have a very clear memory of you stepping in. My first thought was, she's so beautiful. I hit the shared ride jackpot.
Well, I usually don't want to talk to anyone when I'm in a shared ride. When I looked over at you and I was like, oh, he's actually really cute.
Then once you started talking to me, I was like, wow, she wants to talk to me? The next thought I had was like, oh, you're going to start liking this person, and then you're going to find out they're going to like Minneapolis or something. When you said, like, where are you headed? And you said, going to Austin. I was like, what? That's crazy. I'm going to Austin too. I know I didn't want the ride to end.
I didn't want the conversation to end. Jared got out and I just stupidly kept talking to him.
You got out at my stop. We were on different flights.
My flight was at the other end of the airport. Even though I was about to miss my flight, something in me was like, give this man your number. Then I sprinted through the entire airport, shoeless. I was on the plane. And like within 3 minutes of sitting down, I get a text. Hi, it's your new friend, Jared. We had a lot up against us pretty early on, actually. So I had to fly back to Australia because my dad had been diagnosed with cancer. Jared was so supportive of what I was going through. And you were like, I love you and I want to come to Australia with you.
So I had a flight.
Even though COVID was happening.
But I found out the borders closed to all international travel.
Your flight was cancelled.
And then we tried to apply for exemptions.
And they just kept getting denied. And we ended up being separated with no idea when we would see each other again. I got really depressed. The time difference.
The time difference was so terrible that like
Yeah.
I catch you for 2 hours a day, really.
Yeah.
And that was the only time I was happy.
Not being able to physically hold someone or be with them physically for that long, you kind of forget what that's like.
We were like, all right, we're together
Just make
now.
it work, yeah.
We're gonna keep moving and figure it out.
So 2 years later, we got back to where we first met. We lived in Brooklyn. We were there for the 2-year anniversary of when we met. We got the shared lift.
That was sweet.